Hello, my name is Julia, I'm an astrologer, and today I'm going to tell you about the strawberry eclipse. The strawberry eclipse is a half moon eclipse that will be on the 5th of June 2020 and will start at 17:45 according to Greenwich time, and maximum influence will be at 1924 and will finish at 21:04. So at your time, your GMT time, and you will know the exact time of this moon eclipse. Why is it called? Why its name is used like strawberry eclipse? It's a name that was given by Indian tribe called Algonquins, and this was a time of moon eclipse when it's a time to pick ripened fruits. And when the time came, they knew that they had to pick all these fruits, all the strawberry also. It was Indian tribes that lived in Northern Europe. In other Europe, this moon eclipse, also called as pink moon or honeymoon. So, Algonquins are the Indian tribe that also knew shamanism, totemism, and also they knew hunting cultures, and they had faith in spiritual patrons. So, what's about this lunar eclipse and what is going on with that? It's a rending of an exact period of time in our life. When secret information becomes visible and something that you didn't know becomes open, it's also connected with different open conflicts, open situation. For example, if it's connected with juridical processes, when you had to know the both sides information, and for example some documents, some information that you had to know but you can't find it before, or some person didn't let you to know it or didn't give you documents for this juridical process, and now it's a time when you can catch them, can find. Anyway, for every zodiac sign, it's a time to find the exact, how better to say, the exact sphere where you will have changes. For example, let's say that repeating the period that was about 9.75 years ago. So I have counted and it was September and the year 2011. It's a time when you can open something for yourself. Let's see. For example, at this period of time, I started to draw. I started to draw portraits, but that were portraits on computer, so you can find it's the common way right now called speed painting. And I found different things how to provide it, how to advertise it, how to sell them. So it was the exact point when I started to sell my portraits to the exact clients. It was a time when I started to find something like a spam. There was a person who helped me with that, and I sold lots of portraits from this time, from exactly this month. So if it's reasonable for you. For example, you can find, I will leave the link in description below in this video to show you that if you find the first video in my painting channel, so you find the date. So that will be that date that this eclipse also like reconnect. And anyway, let's see what is going to be for every sign. As for me, I found really interesting information, and also some ways we send in messages are repeating, and some facts for myself I have realized. For example, like I should hear myself but not someone, and that I'm going the right way in my profession and in my life, and it's very interesting. So let's see for every sign. Aries. For Aries, it's the ninth house. It's a house of changing your destiny, like you repeating some situations in your life. For example, you can start to study again to get the higher education. You can start to go somewhere because the ninth house is the house of abroad. You can trip, you can go to different countries, you can find the education, you can change something in your life that will exactly turn it to the new part, to the new way. And anyway, the ninth house, you know, it's a house of the internet also. Like when you have international partners in your business, and this international partnership is the main way for you to sell what you do. If also you have some industry connected with it, you have international business, you also known with international economics, for example, and you know and you need different international clients from abroad, and it's a new way to start. When you know, I was doing lots of things to advertise my business, to sell something. I was searching, learning different information, different things, different types in my business, and now I have found the exact way. So it's a time when you should hear yourself that you are right and you are on the right way. So remember what was in September 2011 in your life, and this is a period that is repeating. So the next sign is Taurus. For Taurus, that will be the 8th house. The 8th house for Taurus, it's a house of wishes. It's a house of loans, investments, of debts also, like you have, for example, mortgage. It's a time to close credit cards. If you need to pay for something and you have debts, it's a time when you understand what energy, your also moral energy, your psyche energy, and also your money, in what you invest them, why you do it, and what will be next. It's also the time to understand your wishes, what exactly you want. The 8th house is a house of wishes also. And it's a new way to change yourself. And if you was going to past, now it's a time to understand what you want for future. What is your wishes? What are your wishes? Sorry, and what really and exactly you want. The next sign is Gemini. For Gemini, it's a 7th house. It's a house of when you get married, when you start also something new in your life, like new projects, new ways, something very interesting. And anyway, it's a house of different documents. For example, like you need a pack of documents to go for a work, to find a job. And it's a time when you can do it for different things also. Also, if you have some divorce processes, it's a new way to finish them, to look at in the other way. And anyway, the 7th house will help you to understand what really you need in your life. What is your family? What is your marriage also for you? What you need in your project, in your life, what have you to start? And what resources you have also for that? The next sign is also my sign, is Cancer. For Cancer, that will be the sixth house. The sixth house is the house of business, it's the house of your health. So it's a very good time to understand what you need in your job. In what way are you going? That was I was talking about myself. When you realize that what you need, what business plan you have, and also it's connecting with your health. What's your problems are exactly in your health that is going from your childhood. And the sixth house is the house of child illnesses. And it's a time to understand what brings you comfort in your life. So the sixth house is a house of your job. It's a house of where you work and what are you doing and where you earn your money. So use this period to understand that you can do everything and you can do lots of. And the main sign, the main theme will be for you that believe in yourself. The next sign is Leo. For Leo, that will be the fifth house. The fifth house is a house of love, the house of children, of self-realization, and also the art house, when you use art in your life, in your work. And anyway, the fifth house brings you when you can do everything by yourself. Also, if you have never ever do something by yourself, you was living with your parents, or you was involved by someone, or you have some problems in your life, so it's a new way, it's a new time to start everything again and to use all your talents, to, for example, to advertise your work, your job, your hobby. The fifth house also a house of your hobbies. The next serious thing in the fifth house is children. So also different problems with children you can understand, and you can change them. For example, it's an exact time to have a new children, to decide, maybe you will decide to have one more children, so why not? And also the next sign is Virgo. For Virgo, that will be the fourth house. The fourth house is a house of your comfort. What brings you this comfort? Also, it's a house of relatives. So it's all the questions connected with your apartment, with your house where you live, with your relatives, with people, with your family also. The first house is a house of family. So all the situations that was in September in 2011 can repeat, like what to do, what to understand, and what to find for yourself, like something very, very similar for that period that was. So for now, it will be like a very similar gradient of the situation, like literally the same. And the next sign is Libra. For Libra, that will be the third house. The third house is a house of close trips, like that are very near in your country. It's a house of communication, it's a house of clients also. It's a new period when you can understand from what you have had started before to find your clients in your business. So you can do something the same, or some situation will repeat. And anyway, the third house is also a house when you can sign documents, put your signature, and it could be repeating the period when you signed the very important document for you that have changed your life. And if the document had changed your life in that year, about 10 years ago, so now it can change too, if it is an exact the same situation. The next sign is Scorpio. For Scorpio, that will be the second house. The second house is a sphere of material things, also money, also cash money, and also your resources, your energy resources, your moral resources. When a lunar eclipse is concentrated in your second house, So it's a time when you can understand who took money from, who takes money from your life. What is also money for you? What also you need exactly? Maybe you will understand that this money are going on the exact goal, for example. So it's a new way in new life when you understand what you need, how you earn your money, and where from are they going. So you can change this sphere of earning. The next sign is Sagittarius. For Sagittarius, that will be the first house. As I know, Sagittarius, like they in the same time in the 2011, they had new, how better to say, like several marriage. When you start something, when some acquaintances are going to be your lovers, and you find a girl or a man for yourself and you start new relations. So it's the first house, and also the first house is the plans for future. So as I know, some Sagittarius, as I said, you could find a new love in your life, and you can start to live with someone. So it's the first house, and also the first house, it's ideas that could come in your mind, and you can change your life exactly in the other way that you have never ever think about it before. The next sign is Capricorn. For Capricorn, this is the 12th house. The 12th house is a house of illnesses. You can, the house also of hospitals, of taxes, is a house also of different government documents, like different applications you put and everything connected with it. So if it's connected with your health, and I know some Capricorns that are doing different operations, so this is a time to finish the exact problems with your health if you have them. So it's like not what was in your childhood and from your childhood. It's health that you have during your life, that you have found it during your living. Anyway, the next sign is Aquarius. For Aquarius, that will be the 11th house. And the 11th house is the house of friends, your goals, also of industry, also of different trade markets and different places. Also in classical astrology, the 11th house is a house of internet, like a social house. And it's a time when you can understand your auditory and whom you sell some goods and for whom you give what you are doing. Also, it's a time when you can understand who your friends are, who are they, and what they can give you, and what are they doing for you, and what they mean for you. Also, the 11th house is a time to understand your goals and for future and for the new way to start a new life. Also, the same situations are repeating from the 2011, as I said. The last sign is Pisces. For Pisces, it's the 10th house. So if you have plans to start your own business, and now you have everything, you know everything what to do, and you know everything, you have all the information for it to start. So start it and change your way and change your mind for it. I know lots of Pisces that want to open their business, that want to start something new. So look at yourself in the other way. Maybe this quarantine will open for you new abilities, or it has opened for you these abilities and you are thinking about it. So start a new way in your life, a new time, and you will be a winner. So at whole, I will repeat that this time of lunar eclipse, lunar strawberry eclipse, gives you a very good understanding of what is going on. It's like, light in your mind that's giving you the exact position, the exact information that is very useful for you. So use it and you will be the best. So with you, with Julia, I leave all the information how to order my consultation in the description below. Also, I leave there all the links on Facebook, on Instagram. You can write me if you want to consult. I wish you good luck with you, with Julia. Goodbye.